Yo, we're back again with another episode of the URL Circle. It's your boy Trotsky Bear, you already know by now. You know, been seeing the same face for a while now. Today I've got like one of the most fashionable people in the industry right now. You know, she's like really pushing, making a lot of big moves. We pizza, Ngwana swagta overseas, you know, aka Big Bish Bollywood. So if you don't already know who I'm talking about, I'd like to give a super warm welcome to Skolleywood. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's happening?
You in the house of Skolleywood.
Aish.
In the hills, baby.
Hi. Otherwise, how's life been treating you?
Dog, life has been neutral, dog. You know, it gives me some good shit. Sometimes give me some bullshit. But we're still doing shit. So
But that's life, though. I mean,
life,
it's
bro.
like life functions on a positive and a negative, you know? So otherwise, though, like, what's been the latest thing that's been keeping you busy on most days, you know? What's been popping, Jay?
if I could say, like, it's just been like spun, dog. You know what I'm saying? Spun, and I'm just trying to like keep myself afloat. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like number one, this industry, dog, you know, you need like here to move. So I've just been like, you know, focused on getting the papir in first, and then carry on with like, you know, my main shit, basically, my music,
Yeah. Yo. So, like, I know I already introduced you, right? But I just like you to tell the people a bit about who you are, you know, what you're about and where you're from exactly. Because you did say we're in the hills, you know.
We're in the hills, baby. Yeah, so like originally there, like we grew up in the east side. Yeah, but like that was like my early childhood. And then when we got to high school, that's when we came here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so like I wouldn't say I'm from the hills, you know, my whole life. I'm actually like an east, you know, born and bred baby. And yeah, like I went to school, you know, the usual vibes and everything like that. I studied animation for a bit until I left it. You know, when I actually realized that, like, nah, dog, like my true passion is music, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always just been a thing. Like, when I look back, I'm like, damn, bro, like I've been like, you know, juggling like in the whole performance arts, bro, doing cheerleading, bro.
Yeah.
Our drama club, dog. I Stefford, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
Dude, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been like pushing the performance arts at school sometimes, bro. In grade 7 would be there, standing on top of tables, developing ciphers, bruh. So it's just like, when I think, I'm like, damn, bro, this music thing has always just been it's always been a thing.
So you used to cipher in primary school already?
Bruh. We used to be like those hands, dog, on top of tables, bruh.
Where in the east you from exactly?
Sprayed View. I grew up in Sprayed View.
Sprayed View?
Yeah, Sprayed View, baby.
Like, I always thought, like, Sprayed View was in, like, like another province, I'm serious, bruh. Like, I only found out, like, maybe last year or 2018. I always thought, like, sprayed when someone said sprayed. Because I made a hand this other time. There was, like, something happening at my high school there in Greenside. This hand told me, like, she lives in Sprayed View. I was like, nah, yo, but fit. So
I'm sure you were thinking Nell Sprayed. I'm sure Nell Sprayed.
Yeah, Nell Sprayed. Nah. But I'm thinking, I'm like, you're another province. No ways,
no,
bro.
Man. Yeah.
So, but like, basically, you've been a Southsider for a while now.
For a while, bruh. Like, for a while.
And I know the South Side, bruh, for a lot of lit parties in the past, like a lot of cloud parties, big parties used to happen this side.
Like,
you know?
guys, like, one thing I'm going to say, give the South their flowers, because Treehouse, born and bred here, Treehouse is like, if I could say, they're like the big bang of the culture of what's happening today. Yeah. You know, and it all happened in where? South Side. So, guys, give South Side their flowers, honestly speaking.
And definitely, but like, my thing is that it's been quiet lately, bro. So, what do you think is the reason for that? Why, though?
For me, I feel like, honestly, like, when I look back, and I'm gonna always reference back to, like, what's this, Treehouse Records. When they ended, I feel like that's when everything just started toppling down. Everything just started ending. All the party, like, Young Guest was over, Mansion No More was over. all these like Southside, like this whole movement's just like literally like, okay, cool, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't lie, Treehouse was like the glue for us in a way. Like if they doing shit, like definitely some things are gonna pop for us. You know what I'm saying? And then when that all ended, dog, Kotla.
So, Vele, like, as you're saying that the Southside deserves their flowers, I want to mention something because I feel like they've had a really large impact in the sound of the new wave, that the bubblegum trap sound.
The bubblegum trap sound.
Also this like sound with the hard 808s and those distorted
that like Florida,
kicks,
like members only type of like,
So, like, is it still the sound this side, or is there a new sound being developed when you just check out the streets?
I won't really say like the sound changed, eh? Like I feel like it's still the same old, and that is why also again, one thing about Southside, we're left behind, dog. We need a software update. That's like the thing, is that like we're still moving in our old ways, you know, and it's like, in terms of the sound especially, it's like, bro, like, you know, Uguti, that's how we roll in SA, number one. And it's like, it's not even about saying change, succumb to what's going on right now, but it's like, come on, bro, like get with the times, dog.
But I feel like that sound is still booming, bro.
It's still booming. It is still booming.
It's just that maybe there aren't enough people who are still pushing it specifically from this side.
There aren't enough people pushing it specifically from this side, and there aren't enough people accommodating. Not even enough people just want to accommodate that sound. That is just a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem.
Yeah. So, I feel you. I feel you about that. And obviously, you are an artist, and a lot of people are asked them about, you know, the music. But I wanna start with the fashion, because I feel like you're as much of a fashion icon to your fans as you are a music icon. You know. So I wanna know, like, where did that whole kind of passion for fashion start developing? That's a rhyme, yeah.
That's a rhyme.
So when did that passion actually start developing?
Dog, that passion has just like, you know, when it's just one of those things that like, as people, some people are born smart, some people are born whatever, some people are just born with steez, dog. And I just feel like that's just been something that's just been within me. I remember in grade 7, I 9 forced my mom to like go speak with like Mr. Price, say, Mama, like, can they please, like, you know, consider my designs? I've got designs, Mom, please. This has been grade 7 that time, dog. And I'm thinking like, I'm like, Mom, I want my own fashion line, bruh. You know? Yeah. And from there on, bro, like, it's just been a whole thing of like me discovering fashion. Like, remember that app called Tumblr? Tumblr, yeah. That's where like I feel like my outlook on fashion, like from like an international base, was like, yo. I was like, shit, there are people out here dressing like this, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And I've just been so captivated, I've been so tapped in, and I feel like that fashion, you know, realm, you know, like that, like gave me a portal to like the rap side of things, because that's how I discovered like A$AP Rocky, A$AP Mob, you know what I'm saying, Joey Badass, through the fashion. You know what I'm saying? So like fashion is like one thing that like it's always been with me. Yeah.
So like personally with me, nah, I'm sure maybe even you've recognized, like I'm more into kind of like my sports steez in a way.
Athleisure,
like,
basically.
What is it?
Athleisure.
Athleisure.
It's like athletic leisure.
Yeah. Like not fully sports, but like kind of sports like chilling.
Sports chilling athleisure, bro.
Yeah.
Get the memo, the lingo.
You know, so which style would you say influences you the most, and who are the fashion icons that you look up to?
Yo, with that, I've been asked that so many times, and I just feel like because of the type of person that I am, like not even from an artistic basis or like a fashion basis, but you know when it's just like you're a butterfly, you hear, like you just can't stay in one place. So with me, it's like which style influences me the most. Obviously, you know, I start with the whole, you know, baggy, you know, like tomboy steez, but I like everything, dog. Any type of steez, anything that looks like catching to my eye, I'm gonna rock it. Whether it's rock type of steez, grunge, you know, like the bad bitch vibes, bruh. This athleisure that you're talking about, you know, like that European swag, like anything. That one, like the whole casino, like Lizzy type of, you know, vibes. Dog, I fuck with that, dog. Anything that looks mad, dog. Anything.
Yo, bro, I feel like that shit takes confidence though in yourself. Because, like, yo, bro, me, like, sometimes, even when I do dress a bit like those different steezes, I don't want to lie. Like, I ask my mom a lot for like, advice.
For advice? What does she say?
Marama. It's like, get grand, ma. I asked her, like, maybe 3 times, oh, sharp, all right.
All right.
All right. I'm like, then I viral to the streets and people are like, yo, boy, yo, you fly, man, you are like, this, whatever. I'm like, shout out to the moms out there.
You must like try anything, dog. I just feel like that's why I just don't like being boxed, dog. You know, like, and it starts with like the basic, simple thing is to dress up, dude. It's like today I'm gonna wake up, I wanna feel like, today but I wanna be a girl, you know what I'm saying? Next day I look homeless bruh. Next day I look steezed up. Next day I look formal vibes, you know. And if I can say my fashion icons is Rihanna, A$AP Rocky, Lil Uzi Vert. I really like Lil Uzi Vert style. Yeah, pretty much it.
I feel like you the type to, like, if you vibe to a nigga's boys, you definitely leaving with a hoodie.
I'm definitely, and I've left, I've left with so many items, dog.
Nah, yo, that shit don't work with me. Like, if it's cold, nah, if it's cold, nah, I'll show you the hoodie, nah. I'm gonna ask you along the time, like, bro, like, yo, next time, like, yo. But I don't wanna cap, man. Ahan really, like, kind of took a jacket from me. Like, I never got that jacket back.
I never gonna get it back, bro. You see, when a hand takes it, it's hers now, dog. It's hers. As soon as you give it to her, it's mine now, dog.
Like, this hand is playing me, bro. Like, I asked this honey, like, where's my jacket,
Where does she live, firstly?
Nah, I don't need to disclose that. Okay, she lives in Val.
Forget, dog. If it's that far, forget. Forget, bruh.
This hand is playing me. She says she doesn't know where it is, bruh.
And that time, probably in the washing machine, she's getting ready to wear it, dog. She's washing it there. She's gonna go iron it. She's gonna go rock.
On my jacket bag. So, like, okay, nah. I don't see you in a lot of, like, girly steez valley, you know. I don't see you in too much of it. You see. So, are you cuffed in, like, a relationship?
Nah.
Okay, nah. But let me make an example now.
Hey.
Let's say now, you and I now we dating now, and we celebrating our anniversary now, 1 year anniversary, right? And it's on you to, you know, create the setup, organize the whole setup. What type of setup would you organize? Being the type of person that you are, what type of setup would you organize, and describe the dress code that you'd be wearing for that type of occasion?
Dress code. There's some song that I made, it's called Water. And I'm like, even on date night, nigga, he know I ain't rocking a dress or a skirt. So it's like, don't expect me to come there wearing a skirt. If I want to wear like this, if I want to sag, I'll sag. You know what I'm saying? And then set up, maybe I'll do anything that's cute, dog. Like anything, like nothing too complicated. Especially if it's like a night setup, dog, I'll say like, yeah, dog, let's go outside, maybe there by the fields there, you know, park the car nice in the grass, take out the sheets on the floor, and we stargaze, bruh. You know, simple things like that, dog.
That's the shit you fuck with.
Like anniversary vibes, like we do something hella, you know, unconventional. Yeah.
So you're not into, like, really too much classy things?
I mean, it would be nice, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like if he takes me out and, like, you know, with my Michelangelo's. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mind, like, anything that's just, like, I can see, like, a lot of thought was put into this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
But then, like, speaking of that, very, like, why aren't you cuffed? Like, what, can't you get a nigga or what?
Yo, I want that this question.
Why?
Okay, so I was in a like, look how I'm closing my eyes, bro. I was in a relationship and it didn't work out, and, you know, cause, like, you know, like, we're both in the industry, and that's when I saw, like, yeah, really, guys, ne? industry relationships don't work. When you see rappers breaking up left, right, and center, you understand. But it's like, oh, and the veil, yes, and the veil, dude. So me right now, I see why it's better off like with me being single.
So who was the toxic one?
You. I'm not gonna disclose that one. You see that?
Nah. Like, thing is like, niggas are always getting the backlash, bro.
Ganja.
So, like, niggas is always like.
Because niggas niggerize, dog. Niggas like to niggerize, dog. You know what I'm
saying? But you just said like industry relationships don't work.
They don't work.
Rappers, you're also a rapper, so I'm guessing like you were toxic in a way.
Hell nah, bro. Hell nah. You see there, there I will confidently vouch for myself, and I'll be like, I was the sweetest, most accommodating hand ever, dog. And it was all up to him.
So what happened?
Do you really need to go into this?
I mean, just like, I want to understand. I just want to understand.
Like, take it like this. Let me just like put it in a simple sentence. You had the empath and then you had the narcissist. Simple. That's what it was.
The
empath, like somebody who's empathetic, and the narcissist. The dark fairy tale.
Shit.
Simple. That's what it was.
Shit. Yo.
Yeah, simple, dog. But like it ain't too deep. It is what it is,
It is what it is.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, bro, like we move. Like it's just one of those things where I can also see why he was in my life. And it's like, guys, people come and go into your life for a reason.
Yeah.
They teach you so many things, they come with like lots of opportunities. Like, like one thing about that relationship for sure, like honestly, like if I could say propelled me in many forms in like higher heights in the industry, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm sure that's why God was just like, yeah, girl, like, he's gonna give you opportunities and stuff, but you know that you're gonna suffer on this end. Like, you know how they say some things, bro, you need to choose, pick your struggle.
So there was also kind of like benefit in it, like vibe for your career.
There was a lot of benefit, dog. Like
so
just
I feel like Hans have that advantage over niggas, though.
Huh?
I feel like Hans have that advantage over niggas.
Even niggas have that advantage over Hans, bruh.
With that matter?
Yeah.
I don't...
Yeah. Because listen,
I think so.
The fact that I got the advantage, right?
Yeah.
Because he saw something in me that he can like, okay, cool. This one, Bele,
okay.
Yeah, I see what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a give and take.
Yeah.
As much as, yes, I got some, but even you, dog, yourself.
Yeah.
But without me, I feel like it wouldn't be the way things were.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, like a person won't like approach you, even though it's something I was saying to my boy like Reezy when I had a convo with him in our podcast. Like, yo, it's even though you may see like somebody's giving you an opportunity with something, but that person wouldn't come to you if they didn't feel like they had something to benefit from you. You know?
As simple as that, dog.
Yeah, and I feel you.
You see what I'm saying?
So, like, you and I, we kind of used to talk.
Yeah.
I think like early last year. I don't know if it was early last year or late 2019, but I think it was early last year, right?
But I also remember like 2019, man. I also remember
2019.
I remember into action in 2019.
Yeah.
I do.
And like I had you on WhatsApp, and I don't remember about what exactly, but we used to have like a couple of like arguments sometimes, or, like debates, you know.
Yes, I remember those chats, dog. I was like, yo, I asked my Trotsky, guys, this thing will come here, he'll just say whatever, and it's like, bruh, I didn't even ask you, but you just want to, time that you're talking facts there, and I'm just like, yes, I didn't even ask you, my fair.
Like, so I just want to know this, like, are you a feminist?
Feminist, because like
because like reason why I'm asking that is I feel like sometimes maybe whenever I speak on those topics or things like that, I sometimes either have a wrong opinion or an ignorant opinion. So I want to know if that's what you are, or at least if you understand the whole movement, what it's about. Explain to me so that I don't go to other females and maybe offend them unintentionally.
Basically, I would firstly, like, start off and just say, like, bro, I'm not a feminist, dog, because, like, I feel like a feminist is, like, one of those, like, I won't say, like, a cult or, like, a congregation, but it's just, like, one of those things where it's, like, if you call yourself a feminist, you need to, like, abide by each and every single, terms and conditions and, like laws and whatever about feminists. Once you do something or you say something that's like, according to the feminists, what's his code of conduct, you're not allowed to say this. So it's like, I wouldn't say I'm a feminist, because there are some things part of, the whole feminist movement where I just feel like, okay, guys, this is like kind of culty. It becomes across as like, it's like cult-ish. Because now it's like, females, now we can't say certain things, now we can't do certain things. So a feminist is like somebody who's like pro-female, like energy all the way, dog. And I just feel like for me, why I also don't agree with it, because like now it just goes against like, it unsupports, the other genders, which I have a problem with. Because like, that's the thing about like, these things about the LGBTQ, feminist thing, is that like, they become so strict that like anything else is like wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so extreme for me. So I would not say I'm a feminist.
So one of the things like in feminism, like things like women can do anything that a man can do, or like those type of things. Like,
dog, anybody can do anything, dog. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's how I'm just saying, like feminism. It's just like sometimes it just reach too much, dog. It's like, when it's like, dog, now you're just reaching now. You see here, it's not really like that. But because you're a feminist, that's why you're saying this. You know what I'm saying?
Because I have like a certain problem with like Hans though. Like, like I have a problem that it's like Hans wanna be equal with everything. Like everything equal. And it's cool. It's cool. I don't have a problem with that. But it's like, when it comes to finances, men are still expected to have more financial responsibility.
That's where that whole feminist thing is used wrong. That's like, these like any movement, dog, becomes exploited, because now what? People use it way out of reach. They use it for things that don't even apply in the normal, like world. Because it's like, honey, don't be coming here with that whole, like entitlement and be like, nah, when I date him, he must give me 50K. 50K, young girl. He's not married to you. So like those things, dog, me, I don't agree with those things, dog. And I always believe, both of us, dog, we need to have our own bag. You have your bag, I have my bag. Whoever has the most bag, whoever has the least bag, as long as you have bag.
I mean, I don't have a problem with that. It's like, if you want, if we're gonna talk about equality, because I feel like also some of the things that maybe people don't know is that I've realized also in like the job sector that nowadays like a lot more women are getting jobs than men, because because there's like obviously there was a thing of BEE, right, which is black people over white people, right? But it goes further. Like, if you an African woman, you take preference over an African man because they're trying to make balance in the work sector.
I mean,
so if you want 50K from me, it's cool, as long as you can also give me 50K.
Yes, and yes, it should be like that, guys. Like me, I always believe in tit for tat, dog. If you're gonna come to me, talk, baby, I'm gonna pay for the bill. Next time, I'm gonna vouch to pay for the bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys, tit for, and that's why with this whole thing of like why they employ more African women these days, because like, I mean, come on, dog, like, we come from so much history where women weren't allowed to do shit at some point, dog. You know what I'm saying? That like, you couldn't say something, like if you said something and you're a woman, you were like looked at in the light of like, how can you say that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why they're just trying to like
bring a
balance
balance.
it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hence, out with this whole BEE thing with like white people, because why we need balance. Because like for a long time, black people have been disadvantaged. For a long time, women have been disadvantaged. Yeah, but like I'm saying,
feminism.
Feminism. Yeah. Sometimes those things, like me,
Okay.
I don't put a label to myself, guys. Like, honestly, I just prefer to be Skolleywood and full stop.
Away. So gents, you know, like this the preferable hand to date, you know. Plus she says she's not cuffed, you know, so you know if your things are right, things are aligning, man. Can you slide in? You can slide in, yeah?
Slide in when after 5 years.
After 5 years?
After 5 years when I'm by rolling loud, that's when you can, slide in.
Nah, yo. 5 years, some people will be married out here.
Exactly, dog.
Like 5 years, I don't know where I'll
I'm
be
not
in
looking
5
to
years.
like date anytime sooner, dog.
I feel like I have a baby in 5 years, no cap.
For real? You want to be a dad? You see yourself as a dad?
I feel like I'd be a good dad.
That's nice. That's very nice.
Like I wanna wear like matching clothes with my kids and stuff.
Oh, like with the whole Jordan's label.
You know, like go to the sport matches and stuff.
No, that's cute, dog. That's cute. Yasmin, take notes. Take notes. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about like something that I feel like is really big. You know, other time I was walking in Rosebank on my own vibe. You know, I forgot what I was going to do. But I check on the left, bruh. I'm passing sports scene. I check on the left. I'm like, nah, bruh. This is Skolleywood out here. Bruh. I'm like, hey.
I was even wearing a bucket hat, dog.
Like, yo. That's when I was like, yo, that's like really like big moves. Cause you like on the, it's like you, bruh. That whole big poster there, that's like you know. So I just want to know, how did it come about for that sports scene deal or collaboration to happen?
My boy, yo, dog, like, you know, when it's like some things, it's like as if God was literally like kicking me, like, hey, brah, go now, go get that opportunity. Because like, what happened was, Lulama Nisi, she's like one of the sports scene creative curators, right, for the sports scene page, especially too. So you know, on Instagram, when some people message you, especially like your followers, like you can see your message. Whereas with like people who are not really following you, or some people who are following you, they end up in your requests.
Requests, yeah.
So
but even people that follow you and you don't follow them back go into requests.
Requests. So Lulama's message, turns out she was chilling there in the request for like nearly a week, dog.
Yeah.
Who's Lulama? Lulama is like the person who basically like found us, like the people to model for this thing. Yeah, one. So on a random day, on a random Sunday, I was with my producer. We came back from a gig like the previous night. And I'm like, you know, let me just go through my Instagram. Let me go see my requests, dog. Imagine if I didn't check my requests. That opportunity would have passed me like this. So I go into my requests. I check. Here's Lunama Mnisi. She's texting me on some, hey, Skolleywood. I'm thinking, please let me know if you're interested in blah, blah, blah. She's laying down the terms. We're going to fly you out to Cape Town. So already I'm thinking, I'm like, this is a scam. I'm like, get out of here. Then I'm like, no, man, you know what? Let me just do something. Was just like, dude, open up that message and just answer her. Yeah. So I'm like, this is a scam. So already like my energy is very like, you know, ignorant, half-hearted, dog. So I'm like, oh, okay, hi. Cool, we take down numbers. Now we're on the call, dog. She's like, hi, I'm Lulaba Mnisi. I'm from Sports Scene. And we found your account and we feel like we want you part of our Red Bad Talk campaign. That's when I was like, hey, but now. Then she's like, I don't know if you are friends with Lizzie and Benzo, but have they told you? And I'm just like, shit, this is actually real, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then I call Lizzie. I'm like, yo, Mpanami, did you get the call? And she's like, yo, just
sure.
She's already screaming too. Benzo's excited. And I'm like, bruh, hey, dog, now we're handling everything. And imagine, dog, it's a Monday. She's like, we need you guys to come to Cape Town on Wednesday. I'm like, yo,
sure.
Same time, boy. She's like, yeah, just send me your ID, everything. Done deal, dog.
So now, like,
done deal.
How did it happen that they chose, like, specifically y'all people who are linked together, bruh? Like, how did it happen like that?
Like I'm saying, dog, that, you know, when it's like opportunity, like certain opportunities, like propel you to that point to get noticed like that. Yeah, and because I asked her, I was like, dog, why me? And she's like, no, dog, because we really like what you're doing, especially you three guys. We really feel like you guys are like doing the most right now. You know what I'm saying? And we feel like you guys fit the brand for this tour campaign. So I was like, all right, okay. You know, and that's literally how it happened, dog.
So y'all vibe to Cape Town.
Then we vibe to Cape Town, boy. Lizzie came to my house, what's it, like the night before, slept over, brah, we excited F, dog. Fly to Cape Town, boy. Simple.
Yo.
Simple.
Yo.
Boy.
Yo. Like,
imagine if I didn't check my request, dog. Imagine if I did not check my request. Hey.
They would have chosen the second best.
Mbana.
And you would have seen it after some time.
So you want to release on their stories there. I'm like, what's going on? Hey man, I checked my request. Yeah, I missed an opportunity.
Like, yo, I've never been to Cape Town yet. I've been saying like I'm trying to go maybe like December or like I don't know when, somewhere next year, but I want to take myself there. I've also never been on a flight
before.
And I always told myself that my hustle is gonna get me to a lot of the places that I really want to go to. So I feel like it's dope that, you know, bruh, it wasn't even about my family trip or anything that took you there. It's like really your hustle, bruh. Like
hustle,
I feel like it means, even when you're there at that place, it means so much more.
That's us, dog.
When, yo, bruh, you can feel, yo, I really brought myself here. Like,
dude, like, do you understand? Even at that point, even my parents were just like, yeah, okay, like, okay. Now we see what's going on with this whole music thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where I feel like they started taking it even more seriously. Like, okay, guy, okay, dog, aight. You made your point, fede, now fly with the stars, dog. To the top you go. That's it.
So like, what moves do you think you were pushing around that? Like, what moves would you say you were pushing around that time that made you able, or do you feel like made you qualify to get called up by sports scene? And also, how did that sports scene thing, that collaboration, affect your career afterwards?
So like, if I could say, it started like, firstly, like sports scene, they discovered me around the whole, like, you know, Giddy Up music video dropping. That's where they were like, hey bro, hi Skolleywood, blah blah blah. That's when they were introducing the whole weekend turn up thing. So I was like, okay, cool, fede. They kind of mised for like a whole, like, you know, 3 months. I'm like, how these people, manje, what's going on? Then I feel like, you see Tanko Zalo 2.0, dog. You see that song, dog. That song, my nigga, like, put us on other levels before, because immediately during around that era of Tanko Zalo, that's when they were like,
and that song slaps. I only heard it like, I think y'all were reposting it this week or last week.
Yeah, we're reposting it,
Like, yo, that's fire.
Dog. So, yeah, like, that's how, if I could say, like, this whole, you know, like, sports scene relationship grew, was because after they just started seeing the moves further from there, they were like, alright, cool, these people are, like, our artists to take under their wing. And from there on, bro, like, how it affected my career from there on, bro, that's like accolades after credits after credits, dog. You know what I'm saying? Where, like, you don't even need to say shit, but it's like, boy, go to the mall, anywhere in the country, my face is there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, boy, at this point, dog, like, you can't say what you want to say, dog. You know what I'm saying? At this point, man, if I want to charge you 5K, you don't charge 5K, and you don't pay patal. Full stop. Done. You know what I'm saying? Dog, you know what I'm saying? So, like, how it affected, boy, I just feel like even people themselves, like the general public, they were like, okay. And when family members like, hey man, get through. That's my mom's name. Get through. How? Man. What's alarm? Get na. Yes, dude. Family members from Durban, Val, my nigga, Frenachem were like literally calling like, boy, we just saw your kid, bah. High school kids from like my old high school, they were just like, hey dog, we just saw Bopelo on the motherfucking thing, dog. Like,
oh, that's your name, Bopelo.
Bopelo, dog. They were like, Bopelo, bruh. Oh my gosh, that's my friend Shay. She's like, oh my gosh, dude. Like, I don't know if you remember me, and I'm just like, Shay, dog, I remember you, dog. And she's like, yeah, I just saw you at the mall, dog. That's so cool. You know what I'm saying, dog? So it really just took you further, dog.
But you know what? I saw a quote that said, what's this? You know, you're really doing something. Like, you ain't doing shit in your life till family members start calling you.
Rena, hey, bruh. Hey, bruh. That's tea right there, dog. That's tea.
Like, that's when I was like, damn, like that. As long as like you're not getting calls from like family, nah, you ain't doing shit yet.
But like I never like really took it like that. But like once you say that, dog, that's like that's a highlight. It makes sense, dog.
Makes sense.
Makes too much sense. Cause like I always say, dog, the blessings start from home, dog. You know what I'm saying? The blessings always start from like your family.
Yeah. So, Vele, with the music, you know, we ain't been too much about that, and it's something that's like really another huge part of your career. I just want to know, when did you start fucking with music and getting into that exactly? Because you did tell me like you used to do ciphers in grade 7, so I just want to know, how did that whole thing start with you getting into music and you feeling like, nah, this is something I'm gonna take seriously?
Yeah, so like my first studio like experience was when I went to Boston Media House. That's actually where my producers like discovered me. So I had this one homie of mine, Goldie. Like, he's the one who actually like made me love music so much, because I remember like we used to get high like during like, you know, break time in between our lectures and stuff, and we just used to spit. And this one time he was like, bruh, you know, we can go there to the studio and go record. And I'm like, there, buy everything in the school, the campus studio. Is like, yeah, dog.
How old were you then?
I was like, how old was I in 2019?
2019, no. Okay, like 21, no,
20.
20.
Yeah, I was 20. Yeah, bro. And he was like, bruh, I know this other guy, Harrison. I'm like, who's this Harrison, dude? Who's this guy? And he's like, bruh, let's go. Chauffeur, I hop in there, bruh. I'm like, hey, man, like, there's gang people at that time, dog. Gang. So already I'm just like, yo, bruh, you really want me to record? And he's like, dog, do it now. Cool, dog. I remember like the first time I did it, it was one take straight, dog. And everyone was just like, this hand, one take, bro. From there on, Harrison, after I did that, Harrison followed me, bro. He was like, bruh, I really feel like we can do something with you. Here's my numbers. Come to me in Tembisa. I'll send you the location and let's do something. And that's literally how it starts, dog.
But like the way, you know, like actually people nowadays, like this thing of like recording cut by cut is so, people are used to it now. We forget that that's actually the normal way. That's like the original way of recording. Because even us, like in studio, when we used to hit like one take shit, you know, bro, you feel yourself like, one take boys worldwide. What. And that's actually the original way. Because
that's the original
you know,
way,
you know, like in the past, let's say all the rock songs and whatever, any songs like in the past, they used to record with some tape. So they never had like when they used to use analog, right? There's tape basically.
Analog can.
No, because you remember even videos, cassettes, like videos, they used to have that kind of tape inside, and sometimes you fuck it up fiddling with it.
Oh yeah, that thing.
That tape inside thingy. Yeah, that's kind of the thing that basically records the information, you know, in like computer language, you know, zeros and ones, whatever. People used to actually record a whole song in one take, because every take costed money. Like how buys around fit to around fit. That's like the true definition of like time is money. I feel
time
like.
Is money, dog.
You know, they used to play all the instruments, record the vocals, everything at once, bruh. And
I saw, dog, in that movie, I don't know if you know Michelet. She's like one of like those like legendary singers in the States. Michelet was basically like discovered by Dr. Dre and stuff. I remember, dog, she literally did one take. And I was like, you see, back in the days, bruh, these people were like true artists, dog. They come there, they shut by one take, no auto-tune, no retakes, nothing, dog. That's where I saw it. It's like, this thing.
So, like, you've worked with a lot of significant people in the industry, you know, and we know it doesn't only take talent to make it in this game. So how did you develop the connections that made it possible for you to be in the spaces that you're in?
Yo, dog, like, in a way, I feel like I look back and I'm just like, why does it feel like it was all a blur, dog? It's like, how did I actually get to this point? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I sit back and I'm like, Marakanjani, like how? Because I don't remember myself actually going there, like in spaces like, hey, hi, it's me, Scully. Like, I don't remember doing that. And that's why it's just like the whole thing of that phrase of when your work speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? This girl, she's constantly there. Fashion, my nigga, she's posting these editorial ass shoots, dog, during lockdown even, dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's how, like, bro, like the attention built. People wanting to work. That's how Kat Godana, she's like, hey, dog, I heard you do music too. But if you want me to direct your things, I'm there for you. And you know, that's how, like, I just started like building my way.
She's like a creative director.
She's like a creative director, boy. Cause like Kat and I, like, we come from far, boy. But she discovered recently last year that, oh, you make music now. Alright, cool. I can hook you up with Us Bansba and the art villain, blah 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 blah, like gang people, boy. And then in terms of like the music side, I really don't know how I made those connections. Hey, like no cap, dog. How I even met the person that I.
The nigga.
And I also feel like my relationship with Freshman Mag, that also like helped me as well. Like no cap.
Yeah.
You know, as much as yes, you know, things aren't the same how they used to be, but I'm gonna say kudos to them for like, you know, also putting in a hand in like, you know, the whole come up. Yeah.
But like, I feel like you also just got like an infectious energy, basically, you know, cause I've seen also you show love to a lot of people.
Yeah, man.
You know, like you show love to a lot of people, and maybe that's one of the things that kind of contribute, because people also like feeling that thing like, yo, this person is showing love to my hustle, you know, and also when they check out your hustle, they see, oh, this person's actually doing something dope.
Something dope.
I actually want to support them too, you know. But what's made you be the person who believes in, I'll describe it in this way from the recent post of Focalistic, like what's made you believe in collaboration more than competition? Because hip hop is a competitive game.
It's that's how hip hop is made, bro. It stems from competition.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. And now niggas are scared of beef. But actually,
makes sense,
like, how do you feel about beef actually?
Bruh, like,
do you feel like it's unnecessary or like it's actually good for the game?
It's good for the game when you've got something that's gonna, you know, like support. Like the beef must be a support structure for something you're gonna, you know, throw into the game.
No, but that's like beef. That's beefing for clout, though.
But bruh, like, dude, like they say, that any publicity is good publicity. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like beef must be like personal reasons. Like you've got a problem with this person, bruh, because I can't beef with a person that I don't have a problem with. Like, you know, it's like sometimes people will ask me like, yo, would you beef against this rap? I'm like, but I don't have a problem with this rap. In fact,
bro,
I want to spun with this person.
Can I tell you what beef is? And I feel like a lot of people don't know this, but like record labels plot beef stuck. You know what I'm saying? Record labels are the ones who's like, hey, Scully, I want you to go beef with Moosley, dog. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you must say this, you must drop this song, you must drop a diss track, you must tweet this. Dude, record labels, dog, like people around these artists, they are the ones who instigate beef. Yeah, but because you'll see it's like how. And then Manje are beefing kanjani. They don't even know it. It's like, nah, dog, it's the people around them, dog. Because why? They're trying to work on something. And for me, I just feel like SA, dog, we beef when it's not even beneficiary, dog. Because you must shake in the States, dog. Niggas in the States like Kanye and Drake. They were beefing, why? Because, bro, they're dropping, dog. They've got stuff to push, dog. Something to balance, to back it up, dog. Mind you, when I hear we just beef and it's like, okay, guys, like, are we gonna get a diss track if you guys are beefing? And the next. So I'm just like...
Like, I saw Like I saw Kiki beefing on a live with his hand.
Yo, like let's not even let's not even touch there. Like look at my energy already, EJ. I'm even just like.
I just feel like guys, beef is dope, nah, but yeah, like she's saying, like if you're gonna beef, like drop a song. Like I don't like beefing song, with tweets or like WhatsApp texts. Like
this whole thing of being Twitter thugs. Come on,
internet thugs.
You know what I'm
saying,
gangster. If you're really gonna pull up on somebody, please do a live actually pulling up on somebody. Don't come
like
here.
Chief Keef.
When the dude like do actually like Cardi B, bro. Cardi B pulled up to locations, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Be with it, dog. Cause here we just here. See like fake gangsters,
location.
fake thugs, dog. Okay, bro. Fake gangbangers. It's just like stura, dog. Stura. I fam.
Yo, shit, yo.
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like guys like Ngwana and JSA, we're not America, dog. This thing where we're gonna pull up on people, dog. We're not like that, dog. We handle things face to face.
Yeah.
Dog. Not this thing of, yeah, you bitch, nigga. Like, dog, we don't do that yet, dog. If you really want to pull up on somebody, then pull up.
Yeah.
Boy, pull up.
Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kick and say cow, kick and say sleepers.
Yeah.
Pull up. Ngwana.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it. This thing where you're going to go body life, no, dog. Like, you look like a clown.
That's
it's the African
chasing.
audiences, dog. It's like, and then?
It's cloud chasing.
It's cloud chasing, dog.
Yeah.
And it's like, you look like a clown at the end of the day. Whether you're chasing cloud, you look stupid, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Because like, that's not our culture. We don't do things like that. We don't. Yeah, boy.
In SA, people just moor you, bro.
Yo, bro, let's talk. They just moor you, boy. Somebody life, right?
Shit. So, like, have you dropped any body of work yet, like a project, anything?
No, and that's something that I'm gonna keep to myself. But what I'm gonna say is, guys, 2022. I just feel like it's gonna be a musically rich, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like getting like more of like the sound from, you know, Skolleywood, because I just feel like number one, I'm still trying to find myself. You know what I'm saying? Sound wise, it's very hard. This whole thing where it's like, no, I'm just gonna get a sound. Dog, it's not easy.
Yeah, it isn't actually.
It can take you 2 weeks. It can take you 2 years until you find your. And then someone like me who's a butterfly. I like anything, dog. So sometimes when I want to sound like, you know, pure SA hip-hop, like, you know, ghetto vibes. Sometimes I want to sound overseas. Sometimes do I want to sound like a bad bitch. Sometimes I want to sound like Migos. Like, dude, I just like so many things, and that's why it makes it so hard.
But I feel like also producers play a role in that, because it's like what I realized throughout the lockdown, like I was caved in with like a specific producer, and we've been making like that ATL trap a lot. And I was asking one of my boys like, yo, what's your sound, you know? And he was like, yo, this is my sound, whatever. And then I was like, I feel like I don't have a sound, because also like with me, whatever, you know, if a producer's, as you're saying, ghetto sound, whatever, I'm like, yo, this slaps, we jump on that.
You know what I'm saying?
But he was like, nah, he's like, Trotsky, I think you do have a sound. I was like, which one? He's like, oh, that, you know, ATL sound, what, and then it made sense, because I was like, okay, we've been cooking up that shit. So I feel like a producer plays a role actually in that. But it is, I feel like personally, it's good to diversify.
It is, dog.
Because then Drake wouldn't be the artist that he is if
today.
he didn't diversify as much
in
as
all
he
these
does.
genres. Exactly my point. Yeah, and like, even like how you say, it also goes down to your producers, even them, dog. Like, because like, you know how you get those producers where it's like, Ngwana, they only just make trap.
Yeah.
Ngwana, they only just make my piano.
Yeah.
But whereas with Redash and Harrison,
Yeah.
they are so versatile, dog. They will go from gospel to house to trap to like that deep, like, you know, like Floridan, like 808 hard, you know, angry, dog. Like, they will do anything of every genre, dog.
Yeah.
So it even makes it harder for us to come like, okay, guys, like, what are we gonna do? Like, what's the Skolleywood sound?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I've been seeing like this Trapiano sound, vele, arising. Like, where do you think that sound is going? Like, you think it's going to the top, or How you feel about it? Because I know you've jumped on a couple of tracks like that. Yeah.
Basically, Dankozalo was Trapiano, you know.
Yeah.
The after
Ke sound ya bo shampoo
the one in Trapiano Valley, it was created by like, you know, the Titch Gang
Sure.
movement family, especially Oshampuru Mykens, like that's like the main, you know, credit that you're supposed to give it to. But like how I feel about Trapiano, bruh, like
you feel like it will resonate more with SA people than most sounds?
A lot, dog, because like it's got a mix, like it's giving you this like, you know, Kasi. Sometimes you feel like you're in Kasi, and the next thing in the chorus you feel like you're in LA. That's like the most beautiful thing about Trapiano, dog. Is that like the variation in it, dog. It's just like, yo, I'm feeling so international, but it's like, damn, bro, this is like SA hip hop to its fullest, dog. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, guys, for me, I feel like 2021 was a wake up call for hip hop, and it will depend on what they do for Trapiano. But I honestly believe in it, dog. I really do believe in that sound, because like it captivates what the youth of today is like. Because you see us Ngwana, like, for example, like, because you know how in PTA, one they have the because you have shkurs and you have the so vrrs are like niggas who dress like, you know, cool international swag, but they listen to Mapiano.
So those are,
my friend told me this, was like, I'm like, hey banda, and I'm like, yo. So I'm like, this is my
PTA is always creating its own language, though.
That's why I love PTA, dog. They're just coming up with like new things that makes so much sense. So Trapiano, honestly, for me, it's like it's captivating what the youth of SA is like. We are so international with like the culture, but the sound, we take it back home. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So like, for someone who is wondering and asking themselves like, why should I listen to Skolleywood? What would you say is like the mission that you trying to push with your music, and the message that you try and send with your music, you know, in your songs?
Yeah. We'll ask that again.
What is, for someone who puts on right now, like mamele Skolleywood. King basically missionaire wena o zamang ho romela batho ka dipina tsa hao le message e o batlang ho senda ko bathong.
So, firstly, like, why you should listen to Skolleywood is because I feel like, honestly, I've got this, like, capability of shape-shifting the culture and the music culture itself, too, in, like, the way it works. And why I say that is because, like, honestly, like, my thinking with, like, music is just not njeki music. It takes a lot of things that, you know, makes up the music, which is your brand. So why you must listen to Skolleywood is because, bruh, this is me advertising myself as somebody who's like, who knows very damn well straight me, I'm dope as fuck. I've got the steez, and I'm gonna tell you 9-9 that, bruh, me, I'm capable of shape-shifting this game, dog. I'm capable of, like, changing the way, like, the dynamics, you know. Number one, I'm capable of changing your thinking towards female artists, dog, especially rappers. That's why it's like you must listen to Skolleywood, because why? When you listen to me, it's like, how? This is a Han. Because like already it's like, oh, okay, she's a Han. I already know what I'm gonna hear. But it's like, nah, B, you're not gonna hear that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna sit there, you're gonna be like, oh shit. And there are Hans who actually like can, like, you know, rhyme like this. You know what I'm saying? There are Hans who got like bars like this. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that's what I feel like people should listen to me.
But it's true, you kind of are like a whole package, because like I said, it's not just about the music.
It's not just about the music.
You know? So I definitely feel you. But like, for basically one of my last questions is that I'm going to go back to the first point that you said, you know, that, you know, you've been hustling, you know, trying to make the bag, because, you know, this industry does need the bag, because if you think about it, you are a business, and a business needs, you need to invest in it before it can make returns for you. So I heard that, like, actually, like, what have you been doing to kind of make the bag outside of hip hop, or I mean outside of the industry in
Outside of
general?
the industry, yeah. Like I'm say, yeah, but I work under this governmental what's this agency called, like learner support agents. So like
Sure.
we're basically like social workers
Yeah.
for kids at schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so if I could say, it's like I have like, you know, a couple of babies, you know, that are like that I'm bringing up currently, you know, people who are following in my footsteps. So it's like, yeah, that's what I do to get my bag.
Yeah.
That one outside of the music, way
Yeah.
outside of the industry.
So would you advise that for a lot of people who, like, they're trying to make it, but you know they kind of need some funding and they're not thinking of other ways, because you know a lot of people value you feel like I don't want to get a job, like I wasn't made for 9 to 5 whatever, but
like
it kind of does.
What are you gonna do?
Do the things, you know.
You know what I'm saying? For me, it's like, okay, cool. I hear what we're saying there. Like, a lot of creators always say like, yo, me, but I'm not meant for the corporate life. I'm not meant for the, what's this, boxed room, computer screen. I'm not. It's like, I understand, but like, dog, like honestly, what are you gonna do? Because there's not much opportunity in the industry, entertainment industry. There's not a lot of opportunity for you. So it's like, for me, it's like, my friend, to do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Cool. If you don't want to, you know, do a 9 to 5, cool.
Sell drugs and
Come,
don't get
dude,
caught.
Don't get caught. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't really, you know, like advise that, but it's like, dog, if you gotta do what you gotta do, do what you gotta do, but do not limit yourself. Yeah, but don't limit yourself. My nigga, if you need to go and work or shop right just by packing in the shelves, you're gonna do that, dog. There's nothing else that you can do. If you gotta go back to school, my boy, you know what I'm saying, and get that degree of yours, graduate, go span, all you need, my boy, is financial freedom.
Escape that 9 to 5, basically.
Exactly, dog. Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you really, really do want to do the most in the industry, then just do whatever you can do, dog, to prove that you deserve the piece of the pie, dog.
Sure.
That's for me. It's like, okay, cool. If you really want to go industry way full on, then do what you got to do to prove yourself. That's it.
Well, my last quote, because, you know, I look at a lot of quotes. My last quote is that, regarding that, is there's a quote that says, sometimes you have to do what you hate in order to be able to do what you really love.
Yes. That's a good ass quote, dog. Where did you find that quote?
But like, I'm always just feeding my brain, you know, the information. You know, so that's just one of the things.
You gotta do what you hate to be able to do what you love, dog. And that's just like that, hey? Because like, it's not like, dog, I'm enjoying going to schools njalo every day, because sometimes, bro, you feel like, oh my gosh, like, in a sense, I feel like I've lost myself in my creative space. Yeah, but like, those are like one of the disadvantages that I'm dealing with, like being in a 9 to 5 job, because it's like, yes, I'm getting paid every month, but there are so many things that are just falling off, you know, of me as Skolleywood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember I had a whole 6-month writer's block, dog.
Shit.
6 months writer's block, because why? I was not in studio that much anymore as frequently, because I'm always here. Now my changing is thinking. I'm not becoming as creative anymore. I'm not being exposed to creativeness anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it all goes down to, like, guys, sometimes you just gotta suffer, hey?
Yeah.
For that moment until sacrifices, dog. Sacrifices. But it's like, as long as you are looking at things from a perspective of, you see the long run, what it can do for you in the long run, you're in the right track. That's it.
Nah, I feel you. Like, this was dope, really.
Too much, boy. Too much.
It was really dope. So just what can we expect next from you? I always just ask this. It may sound like a cliche question, but I feel like that's the thing I always have to ask, you know, so that your people, your Skolleywood people, they can know what to expect next from you.
So yeah, like I'm saying, like, all I'm gonna say is, bro, like, expect some heavy musical content next year. You know, like, those are like one of my primary focuses at next year, boy. Like, if anything else, we're putting like the music first. Sure, the field work was done enough this year, but like next year, boy, like let's put music in the forefront now. I feel like it's about time, and I feel like if anything, I'm ready to be like, you know, in the public like that, like musically. So like, oh, okay, like yeah, dog. Scotty has been dropping, my nigga. She's been in and out, boy. You know, we haven't really seen her in interviews, but like she's dropping, boy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like I'm ready. I'm now ready to do. Yeah.
Nah, shout out to that, Scotty. Like, thanks for giving us your time today. You know,
Shout out.
I've been trying to like get you, bruh. I've been, bruh. Like, you know, I've been, so I really appreciate the fact that you made time for us today.
Ah, bruh.
You know, thanks for welcoming us
more, dog.
in your beautiful home. You know, the vibe is dope. And hopefully we can chill just a bit before we vibe. But like, yo, shout out, Scully. Like, I fuck with you. I fuck with your energy. You know.
Where's my boy? Where's
you know,
guys?
yeah. So it's been another episode, another dope one. Like to give a shout out to the production that makes it happen. You know, shout out to Zanak Media. You know, for always holding us down. Like I tell you, you know, I just pull up and you know. I just pull up and I relax and I do the things, you know. So shout out to Zanak Media for handling the operations. Shout out to my nigga, Where's the Music, you know, for bearing with me. Always fucking up the directions on the road. Shit, man.
Yes, like guys, I get so like I would lie to you guys, like here's my toxic trait, but I get so irritated when like I send someone my location and you get lost. It's like, dog, how are you getting lost? Like, it's a toxic trait.
But I told him this was the house. They didn't believe me. Nah, but otherwise, like, yo, shout out, man. It's been another one. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.